what we have to do is charge headlong directly at the capacitor matrix and get rather lucky. Still, I feel if I head straight for the center of the capacitor matrix here and don't stop, hopefully we can get inside. Woo! Wait, shields are down. Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival Reforged Eden. My name is Spanj, and you join me today on the precipice of hell. Last episode we discussed the need for upgrade points. Significant amounts of them, of course. And we did have a look quickly at some options, and one of them was to build these reports, science reports, that we can research, turn into UCH. Specifically the Alien Tech Research Report, which consists of small electronic matrices, advanced electromagnetics, and advanced power regulators. Not cheap, not by any stretch of the mean. I mean, that is a lot of gold, a lot of platinum, a lot of silver, and something called magnesite for magnetic plates. Magnetic plates require magmasite ingots, and the advanced power regulators also require magmasite ingots. The magmasite is a rare resource. It is also an incredibly heavy resource. Now, it is not as heavy as voidium. We'll come to that later on in the series. But this is a hell planet in front of me here. This is a nasty planet, as the name suggests. It's literal hell. 1.68 Gs. I think we should be able to manage it. There are gold deposits down here as well that we can possibly mine. The easiest deposits to get, source of gold here is actually up in space around here. It is gold asteroids. Finding them is a bit of a challenge, but I mean, with the long range detector here, there's a Capacitor. It's just a case of flying to the various signatures that we find and seeing if we can actually reveal those gold asteroids and then dig them up, of course. Now, this isn't the ideal ship for this. This is definitely a little combat corvette, but it's the only operational ship I have at the moment. So we are going to quite riskily, if that's a word, take it down to this hell planet and see if we can find ourselves a magmasite deposit. And I'm really hoping that you can dig them up with mechanical drills, because otherwise the old diggity that I've got stashed away in the Corvus's hangar bay here is also not going to be any good for this job. But let's give it a go, shall we? First up, let's enter hell. Now, the gravity is tough here, but it should be okay. Oh, I thought I'd hit gold straight away then. That is magnesium. The magnesite typically exists over lava. So being over the top here, that might be, that's satellite wreck. We're just going to have to basically run around and see what we can find. Pinging the old pingy thing every now and again. Heat signatures. I think that's what we want. Something over lava like that and that or that. They could all be magnesite deposits. That's fingers crossed. Bingo. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Magnesite formation. Just one will net us some magnetic plates a little bit. We might be able to get like one report out of this. Ideally, for the amount of unlock points that we need, though, we're going to need a lot of those reports. Now, I am choosing probably one of the hardest reports to make here, certainly one of the most expensive. We could probably recreate one of the cheaper ones, and that might prove more efficient. I don't know, but yeah, I think in any case, these reports all take a lot of time and effort to create. That is the general point of them. Still, we can do this. Ooh, it went down a little bit too hard there. Okay. There we go. That is a magmasite formation right there. I'm going to allow the ship to hover here. It is going to hover. Good boy. Well done. Yeah, I've been over that before as well. Sometimes they don't hover. Sometimes they slowly fall into the lava. Anyway, things are going to get a little toasty around here, guys. Shields are on maximum. We've got plenty of fuel in the tank, though. Let's hope that this crappy little old mining ship that I've got here, it can handle the gravity, which is, of course it can. It's a mining ship. It's designed to take heavy stuff. Can it dig magmasite with mechanical drills? I hope so. Certainly sounds like it. Now, oh, there we go. That did it. and have a look in the harvest controller. We have 4 magnesite ore. 4! Is that it? 4 takes up almost half the box, look. Corvus has a very short Wi-Fi apparently as well. That can go in there then. 4 magnesite ore collected. And I think we need 5 for, 10 ingots. So yeah, a little bit of this stuff. Yeah, it floats. It floats. It's magnetic. So, it floats. There we go. I think we can probably get... Oh, okay. Very quickly changes the aerodynamics and flight properties of our ship. It does look like they've buffed, reduced, or something, the time it takes to dig it. It used to take a long time digging it, but I think they possibly changed that because, well, what was the point? There we go. We've got 11 magnesite ore there. Let's grab the last couple of little knobbly bits here. Diggity actually doing very reasonable job of this actually. There we go. That's 1 magnesite formation. I'm gonna have to go get a bunch more, but let's see what that 1 lot of magnesite nets us. 18 ore is, not a lot. Oh no! The hell was that? Okay, what is going on here? Why is it moving the ship? Now, Empyrion, this wouldn't be one of those stupid... You're having a stupid moment, aren't you? You're doing a stupid. Are you okay? Would you like to rest for a while? Are you okay? Having a bit of a bloody meltdown. Right, I think it caught up with what we were trying to do. There we go. Oh god. Do not fall down the ramp there and into the lava. It's like just inviting me to go in there and die. Alright. Get back up to the bridge. Where our constructors are. Go. Okay then. So. Oh, yeah, that's it, of course. How could I forget? Magnesite can only be brewed in a furnace. So we need to get this home. Well, I may as well see if I can mine some more while I'm here. See how much we can get, and then head home and sort of furnace out. The ship is very nearly in. What was that about? That was so weird. Let's see. Bling. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and guess that's a magnesite formation, and that is, and that's not. No, okay, but we've got a nice little line here. Right, I'm not going to bore you with more mining, so I'll see you guys back at base with whatever magnesite I can acquire here. I should also point out before I leave this place, this is also somewhere you can get drone parts, a small amount of drone parts from. There are generally harvesters from the drone faction here on Hell planets. They don't even need to be in drone territory. They come here anyway for the resources. So if you can get a little SV and bullseye the cores out of those things, you can generally get a few drone parts out of them as well. And it would be rude of me if I left without digging up the gold asteroid in orbit as well. The Tavira is 21 kilometers away. I think it's safe. Let's go. Alright, welcome back to our base anyway. We're going to head and put the magnesites into Indigo's outpost input box over here. There it is. I'm also going to move over... Is that how much gold I got? I don't think so. That's some of the gold over there. It's a good sort of almost 3,000 ingots of gold there. We're doing pretty good, really. I moved the drone components over as well. The advanced upgrade kit. Basically stuff that doesn't really need to be on the move with the ship there. That looks good to me. Okay, so we just need to add a furnace to the base. Something like that will do. Got on the bottom of the landing pad there. It'll do, won't it? Okay, set this to the input box. And it should start... Well, it'll go through the ore that I have already in there in fairness. And I do have 821 metal scraps in there as well. So it's going to probably take it a while to get going. Is it even working? Hello? It is doing stuff. Look, you can see the iron ore decreasing. It's just got absolutely no... Whatever reason, it's not showing me the progress here. I guess because it's going too fast, maybe? Maybe we'd see it on some of the more complicated ores. Who knows? Anyway, it's going to take a while for it to work its way. Oh, look! going to take a while for it to work its way down to the magnesite there, and then it's going to take a while for it to brew that. So we'll see how much we get out of that when it's done. Now, the next thing that we needed, well, there's two other things that we needed was silver powder and platinum. Now, if you're ever stuck, check out the PDA, Empyrion PDA, and resources here. Have a look at ores. So we can have a look for exotic, I think it is. No, not, oh, rare. There it is. Platinum. Rare. Planets and moons. Rare on some plasma and midnight planets. Extremely rare in hot or cold star systems. Cannot be auto-mined. So we could stroll through some hot and cold systems in the hope that maybe we'll find one, or we could find a plasma planet or a midnight planet and go down and mine it, assuming we can handle the G-forces, of course. Now, silver is rare on barren planets, methane moons, toxic moons, found only in hostile galaxy territories such as Xerax, Creo, Drone, and occasionally found in wastelands. It's never in space. It appears as a POI on the detector, not as a standard ore deposit. Does not show on planet resource list. Contains underground ore nuggets, typically slightly lower than the center marker for the deposit. Does not show on the ore scanner. Platinum's going to be a tough one, I tell you. This is assuming, of course, the Corvus can handle that many Gs. I'm not sure it can. We may need something to run down and do the mining for us that can handle that many Gs. And it just so happens that we have just such a vehicle. Ladies and gentlemen, the old RFO3 Sky Miner here is capable of handling significant amounts of Gs, even with some inventory in it. Anyway, the poor little Diggity is going to be retired for this thing, interim, because ultimately the Corvus is not a mining ship, so I'm going to be working on getting a mining ship in. But you may have already seen it in the corner of your eye, you sharp-eyed little viewers, but I'm not ready to reveal it just yet because the circumstance of its arrival is not quite agreed. Let's not do it just yet. Anyway, let's park this. I don't know if this will fit, you know? One way to find out, isn't there? Oh, hello. Let's see if it will squeeze in. Diggity, you have been a fantastic little mining ship. You've done so well. But, yeah, you're a little small and unwieldy for what I need you. So I'm going to plonk you there. Probably going to get in the way of the Matarist repair, but we're not worrying about that just yet. We're busy doing other things. Yeah, the RFO3, old build of mine, but one of my favorites. 6 laser drill mining SV. Very, very decent amount of thrust. Jet Edge T2, this is the Reforged edition, so some of its thrusters have been downgraded from jets to whatevers. But yeah, that's good. Absolutely crammed in the cockpit full of gizmos and whatnot, and much to my good friend Laney's joy, it is an asymmetrical build that confuses the living bejesus out of her. Hey Laney. Right, it does actually fit. This teeny tiny little hangar bay can deal with. Let's get this over to a midnight planet and see what we can find. Now, I do know there is a midnight planet. I have found one. Have them on my markers here. That's where I just were. There's a helled midnight planet over here. Now, of course, the utter joy of midnight planets for YouTubers and content creators like myself is that they're pitch black. You can't see anything on them. Producing content, one of these is completely pointless. Yeah. Okay, so I do want to check. I don't know if... Ooh. Okay. So we're not even on the planet right now. We're in orbit, very, very close to the atmosphere, less than 1,000 meters. And already the stats of the Corvus here is saying that, yeah, no, I have minus 2.67 kilotons of cargo lift available. If I was to enter the atmosphere of this midnight planet with this ship, it would simply drown in the gravity and, well, be squished into the floor like a little tiny bug. So, let's park this ship here. We'll turn the thrusters off, which makes no bloody sense whatsoever, let's be honest. And we are in Polaris space, so it's safe. We can turn the shields off and leave the ship here as well. Let's grab the Sky Miner and just double check it can deal. I'm pretty sure I've taken it down on 4G planets before. Minus 17.8 tons. I mean, it's close. But yeah, no, that's just gonna bomb to the floor, isn't it? And we'll chuck them there and there respectively. Okay, so it's a hideous adjustment, but hopefully a practical one. Let's just double check here. We're not over CPU now, are we? No, we got loads of CPU left. Okay, so that's good, because if we need even more throttlage, then we can do that. Statistics, now we have 5.15 tons of lift, and bearing in mind that we're still a kilometer away from Midnight's actual gravity here. Let's get real close to the planet's atmosphere. 300 meters, 200 meters. Check it here. Minus 1.51 ton. We're gonna need more engines. Okay, 9 meters off the atmosphere, 14 tons of lift. We need to find ourselves 14 tons of platinum. I hope it's right. Oh. We're not moving towards the ground. That's the good thing. What, 56 tons of lift? What the hell, man? I didn't need this many bloody thrusters in the end. As it was anyway. Okay, fine. Whatever. Okay. Welcome to a midnight planet, everybody. There's nothing here. It's just a load of darkness. Lots and lots of darkness. Anyway, this might take a while. I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking for 28 potential platinum deposits. There's 16 gold deposits here as well. That's obviously not a deposit of any sort. And of course, because I'm in an SV here, why did that thing that I was approaching just... Oh, there we go. We have very short detector range. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's oh, hello, cheeky. I think I just hit something. I think that's what the problem is. I am actually in contact with the ground right now, aren't I? Yeah, that's what the thing is. That's the ground. Wow. Okay. There we go. Which way is up? I don't know. This is headlights. Yep. Utterly useless. This is night vision. Somewhat more useful. You can actually see the ground, I suppose. The little rocks on them. You can't actually see the ground itself, but the little surface rocks are visible. Yep. Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, platinum. Look at that. There we go. And night vision has gone screwy and is now completely pointless. Okay, good. This is going well. This is going very, very well. I've almost toasted the generators there. I got about 80%, but I've almost toasted my oxygen here. I got 335 platinum out of that one thing there. I'm going to mark this on the HUD local. Might do a galaxy wide so that I can see it from orbit, of course, would be useful as well. But I'm going to get the hell out of here before my generators blow up, because running the thrusters in them at the same time overloads them, as you can see, especially as I take more and more weight on. The thrusters are obviously working harder and harder. And it's getting difficult to maneuver the ship underground as well. Okay, where the hell did I park? I'm going to guess the other side of the planet now, because of the relative rotation. 7 kilometers away is not too bad. Let's get this platinum back, though. And I might have to rethink some things here with the Sky Miner. Alright, so we'll chuck in what platinum we managed to get there into Indigo Outpost as well. Which looks like the furnace is probably just about starting work. Yeah, very, very close to starting work on the magnesite. Got to the Sathium ore, I believe. So the next thing is silver. So we're going into Xerax space now. And we're going quite deep into Xerax space because we can get 2 birds with 1 stone here. We need these M1 IA type stars and for our survey missions. So we may as well see if they've also got toxic barren moons and such. Oh, well, I think we may have found a little bit of a jackpot system here. Methane moon, methane moon, methane moon, methane moon. And we've got toxic moon over here as well. That one, the Zeta, toxic moon, methane moon. Yeah, okay. If we don't find silver here, I'm going to be pissed. Right? There's also a large barren planet here. Now, the large barren planets, they should have silver on as well. And it's 0.8 Gs. Now, the problem with the problem with barren planets in general, it says temperature min-max 0.0. It's a lie. Temperature would be hundreds of degrees centigrade. Still, it's worth it. Let's go and check it out. Let's try the barren planet first. You arrived in a sector that belongs on a Christmas tree, I don't know. This is the embers of creation. I suppose this is like a stellar nursery or something. I'm not sure, but that's pretty cool. Well, you can see there 3 suns right next to each other. Blue, white, and red. How very patriotic. Anyway, we do have to be very careful here. Obviously, this is Zirac space, so there are scumbags all around us. To the top, to the right, to the left. Scumbags all around us. Let's not get into that, okay? I've had enough bloody trouble with copyright recently. So this planet is called Super. And I'm not sure if that is intentionally named Super or whether that is just a cool super accident. But we're about to find out how hot it is on these planets. Hey, this one's actually not too bad. Up here, at least, it's not too bad. Now, oh, okay, yeah, lots of things everywhere. Now, silver generally appears as a POI, not as a deposit here, so we're going to be looking for these little white markers here. See if we can find one. Now, I do know from experience of being on these barren planets, oh yes, look at the temperature, just absolutely climbing like crazy right now. Alright, so yeah, that's barren planets. They are serious. Voidium shards, look at that. I didn't know Voidium was down here on barren planets, but there we go. Barren planets are extremely hot. They are, well, they can be extremely hot. I wouldn't say that necessarily always are, but they can be extremely hot. Anyway, we're here to look for silver, although Voidium shards are very fun and interesting to look at. It's not why we're here. Silver deposit, bingo. Fantastic. All right, let's get down there and do this. It would appear that I'm not the only one interested in this silver deposit, as this hole was already here when I found it. So that makes things easier. Let's connect to the storage here. I'm going to use my hand drill, my epic new shiny epic drill here to see if, well, this might be just quite straightforward and easy. Here we go. I suspect that using the SV might be actually quicker. The one silver deposit manages to net us about 8,000 silver ore. I don't know if that was like a large or a small or a medium or whatever. It just says silver deposit. But you'd think, oh my god, that's a lot, isn't it? That actually doesn't turn into a lot of silver. And as you can see from the tooltip, purification process of this ore requires water. Yeah. Oh, we're going to need a lot of water in order to turn this silver into anything useful. So let's go ahead and get it some ice. Get that ice turning into water. And then we can get the main constructor here working on silver powder. And it's 500 ore, 10 water, and we get 10 powder out of it. I noticed that the advanced power regulators and the advanced electromagnets are now available to craft. So let's go ahead and line up. I'm going to see if we can get like, well, let's see if we can get 4. That would be the 1,000 we need for the auxiliary cores. If we can get 4, I'd be happy, but I'm not holding out much hope because the plasma coils alone, yeah, oof, pretty expensive. But 8 platinum ingots, we got 747. So there is hope. Okay, we have 4 reports. Science and research here. Research unlock points. Great research reports from various materials in the decoration tab. With the research report in your personal inventory in the main active, access the research computer of a UCH vessel. Can be repeated every 3 hours. Right. So I've got 4 reports. But you have already performed research at this lab. You must find a different research vessel to turn in your research reports. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna have to go find some different UCH research vessels. Fair, I mean, in fairness though, they're reasonably common, so it didn't take too much searching about. Mostly we focus on G-type stars. Okay, so let's try this one here then. Turn in research. Alien tech research, 250 unlock points. You may perform research every 3 hours, but cannot turn your research reports to the same research vessel. Yeah, okay. Complete. There we go. Okay. So that gives us 250 unlock points. That's wonderful. Now, in light of this whole 3-hour thing and having to find a new ship each time thing, I do have to say a big thank you to Dark One on the Broken Eden server here, who's very graciously and kindly offered me 60 data pads in order to speed up my kind of unlock point grind, without which I'd be doing this forever. So I just don't have the amount of time that I used to sit in game and hand in a research report every 3 hours in order to do what I need to do in order to progress the series. So thank you, Dark One. Really big shout out to you, buddy. I really appreciate it. With his help, I do have some unlock points available, which has opened up the tech tree for me a little bit more, and I can advance along without having to wait for that 3-hour thing. However, I wanted to show you guys the process of creating the reports and so on and so forth. So we can now, with that 3,700 points, unlock the auxiliary core construction kit, which is what we were trying to get the points towards anyway. And yeah, now we need to actually go and get all the drone parts. So it's back to drone space. This entire system appears to be infested by a drone swarm. I recommend not warping to the planet itself. Well. Alright, so we've got an assembler here and a capacitor matrix over there. Now the capacitor matrix is probably a little above my pay grade, although I have a feeling that I know where the core is, and if I can get like a lucky shot, I can disable the whole thing, assuming that it's not been updated and changed from the last time I did this, which is some time ago now. Now the assembler, I think, is also quite a big structure with lots of little, yeah, it's an asteroid, isn't it? With shields as well. None of this is easy. None of this is easy fish. Is that, yeah, you got lots of little satellite things here. There's a drone there, little drone. I don't know if you can see them from here, but each of these things are going to shoot lasers at me, and the core is tucked away inside the asteroid, so you basically have to disarm everything before you can get inside. The other maybe kind of ballsy move is to fly an SV straight into the assembler's hangar bay, but then you risk getting shot from the outside in until you can take that core out. Either approach depends on a lot of luck and some very good skill. There's a lot of very big bad drones here and not a lot of small fry little things that we can take like one at a time. It's just assemblers and oh god, assemblers and assemblers and assemblers, capacitor matrices and things like that. I want harvesters is what I want. Harvesters, that'd be nice. Guardians, dismantlers, nullifiers. This is a stupid idea, but one of these things could basically get my entire drone parts amount that I need. There's one. And in comes all the missiles. And hopefully they'll despawn before they get to me. So everything here, I don't know if I can see, basically, I gotta pinpoint the targets. Whichever one is the closest, I move into range, shoot it, hopefully bullseye the core, and then pick on the next one, right? And so on and so forth, get the closest one. So they're all like 1.6 kilometers, or 1.56 is the closest now, I think. So that one right there, 1.55 actually, that is drone. But as you can see, it fires missiles from quite a range, so I need to get in, get within 900 meters, go pop, and then back the hell off, and hope that that shot cores it. Each one of those little drones has its own core. Hang on, about what's going on here. So, hit and run. Get in. Go blammo. And GTFO. You know, it's like a pretty good shot. And that one is dead. Yep. Missiles don't do too much to my shields. Man, they're still shooting at me. Holy crap, how close was I? Okay, 1.6. These things can fire from such a distance. Don't think that's a core hit. Yeah, I need to go in again and do another hit on that one. I believe the core on the capacitor is right there. But as you can see, there's no way I'm going to get its shields down before mine. How many lasers on it? There is another way. Believe it or not, Guy Miner here has more shields than the Surge. It's not hard to believe, really. Doesn't have much in the way of weapons, though. Or anything else. But it does have 2 laser turrets that, if left undisturbed, could, in theory, down the shields of a capacitor matrix, allowing me to proceed on foot with a very limited ammunition, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to die here, to destroy the core. What we have to do is charge headlong directly at the capacitor matrix and get rather lucky. We need to be able to stop the ship before flying directly through it, which happened once before, I remember, and not get stuck on the outside where the turrets can shoot us and destroy us. Easy, right? This thing is made of paper. It is not designed to do this, but it has 2,700 shields, whereas the Surge has 1,200. So it's got a better survival chance, and it can do the same speed that the Surge can, albeit, you know, it has slightly less acceleration. Still, I feel if I head straight for the center of the capacitor matrix here and don't stop, hopefully we can get inside. And once inside, assuming the ship isn't destroyed, we can let the turrets do what the turrets do. 10% shields. Woo! Wait, shields are down. Shields are down? Something is shooting us, but I'm not sure what. Or is that just lag? That may just be lag. And the core in this place is in a structure on the end of it, I believe directly in front of me right there. Should be okay to get out and have a look around at this point. All the turrets of this thing are on the outside. Shields are back up to 50%. Confirmed. I am not being shot. I'm going to have a little look around. I believe that is where the core is, in that big grey structure right there. Now, in terms of getting through there, I don't really have anything that can do that, I don't think. It's very cold here. I have to watch my temperature because it's there. There's a door there. Now, these little satellites here, probably, they're not shooting my drone though, which is interesting. I think the drone counts as a player, as an equivalent of the player. Can I get in here, or is it not allowed? Not allowed. So I'd have to destroy the door and gain entry while avoiding being shot by all these all these turrets. It ain't happening, is it? So yeah, I am cold. Right, let's get back into the ship and warm up then, while the turrets do their job. This is going to work. I did take some damage, look. Took a while for the server to catch up, but That is some internal gubbins, generators, and the other laser turret destroyed on the right-hand side of the ship there, exposing the warp drive and, well, like I said, generators. So that was close. If that generator had gone, let's have a look at see how actual close that was. We're down to one laser turret then. It can do it though. It's just going to take longer. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what point the shields went down. They looked like they were up until we were actually inside, but yeah, some rockets obviously hit here and did a number. So escape is not an option now, is it? That is a very large hole in the side. And I didn't bring any multi-charges with me, which is stupid. Come on, don't you dare. You've got to be kidding me right now. Yep. He's coming straight for us. Can't see him on the sensors yet, though. This is just not good, though. I think I'm going to have to bail. Because Corvus is obviously a way away. It's going straight for a Corvus. 50%. We've got the shields down to 50%. So I'm going to have to bail. Because there's a nullifier coming in, and if I don't get back to the ship, it will destroy the Corvus, and I'm screwed. So that's really annoying, because that was working. It will take a while, but it was working. And if fucking nullifier comes in, doesn't it? Oh yeah, ruins the day. Right, let's get back on here and get in the bridge before this thing... Ah, man. Can't win. Can't win with this firepower. Need an auxiliary core. But you can't get an auxiliary core unless you do this. Such a chicken and the egg situation in this. Okay. I heard the turret shooting. So now there's a nullifier sat on that capacitor matrix. And he doesn't look like he's going to move. He looks like he's probably crashed into it and is now stuck there. He's right there. What an absolute jackass. All that work, and now I can't proceed. The shields on that thing will just regenerate. The nullifier adds an insane amount of firepower to that situation. In fact, it's already shooting me at 2 kilometers. That might be a drone, actually. Little needler or something. Yeah, little needler. Look, there he is. He's right there. Little swarmer. Look at that shield damage he did, though. Wow. We're down to 30%. What a dick. Ah. Suck. That absolutely sucks. I thought I was going to get a capacitor matrix today, guys. But on that bitter disappointment, I'm afraid it's time to end. I don't know what to do. Well, anyway, the good news is that we did manage to get 3 exceptionally rare resources today. Magmacite, silver, platinum. And we managed to get some reports together so that we can actually start unlocking those unlock points. Again, thank you to Dark One for speeding that process up for us. But hopefully we can get these damn drone parts and get ourselves an auxiliary core that can upgrade this ship to a point where we can actually do some serious combat. Right now, good for light one-on-one work. This sort of stuff is way beyond its capacity. Damn it. That was unfortunate. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.